All right, hold on one second. All right, it is
All
recording.
right, thanks for your patience. We have, Connecticut, can you guys introduce yourselves, please? I'm sorry. We have, from represent Connecticut College.
Steve Yeonas.
Coach Reuben Burk.
MT Tshuma.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have an opening statement from the head coach. After he gives a statement, we'll ask questions of the student athletes only. And then once the student athletes finish, we'll dismiss them, and then we'll just have questions for the coach. So coach, do you want to open this statement on the 2-1 overtime victory?
Yeah, I think my opening statement was probably as even as two teams could be in the NCAA tournament. There wasn't really much between the two teams at all, and I think Washington Lee is a really, really tremendous team. Probably they were a bit unfortunate to get the red card, and maybe that helped us in overtime sneak the win by margins, but yeah, that was a really 50-50 even game. And I think a lot of credit needs to go to Washington.
All right, questions for the student athletes?
Hey guys, how you doing? Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt Langoni, New England Soccer Journal. Steve, just take us through that game-winning goal. What happened on that? I was on the far side. I had a tough view, but can you take us through what that play was like, how it unfolded?
Yeah, so Rye had it and he crossed it in, and I made a back post run. And honestly, I didn't know if I could get there in time. I think MT actually made a front post run, and it went by him, and I kind of slid. And honestly, I don't know what exactly happened. I think I collided into their left back and got sandwiched into the goal. But Rye played a great pass in, and yeah, that's what happened.
MT, on your goal, obviously that was inside the last 10 minutes as well of regulation. Looked like it was about maybe 20 yards out from where I was, maybe maybe closer, maybe further. Just walk us through that goal and what kind of your mentality was on that play. I mean, I think long distance shooting is part of your game, right?
It is, yeah. Well, when we brought it in during halftime, one of the things that we talked about was that we're not really taking shots. And like tournament time is the time to take risks. So the team that takes risks the most is gonna end up like getting a better result, I feel like. And what was going through my head, I was like, we haven't really shot, and so it was like what, second minute. I was like, let's go for it, and I'm glad it went in.
How does it feel for both of you guys to be playing in the national championship tomorrow? I know that the program's never won a national title before, so what does that mean for you guys to be there tomorrow in that game?
I think it means everything to us. And when I look back at freshman year, it was a success to qualify for the tournament. And so to fast forward now, 4 years and to be competing on the largest stage, a win tomorrow would really, sum up a great career here. I know for MT as a senior, he's worked so hard, as well as, Aiden Scales and Lorenzo. So this game tomorrow means everything to us.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to make the finals, but we're definitely not a team that's satisfied by like second place or anything like that. So we still want more, and we're gonna go out there and give it our best shot.
And we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but if you guys were to see Amherst in that game, I mean, that pretty much makes New England like the soccer capital of the country for Division IIIs. What would that be like if you guys got to see them, if that happens?
I mean, I think that we lost 2-0 against them earlier this season. So I think a rematch in the national finals would mean a lot. They're a great team as well. They're very scrappy, physical. So it would be a battle out there.
Yeah, well, whoever we play is definitely going to be a challenging game, but we're a team that's built around resiliency. So whoever we play, I think we're gonna give it our best shot, and either way. But we're excited for it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
All
you.
right, if there's no more
Thank
questions
you.
for student athletes, we will dismiss them. You guys are free to go back to the locker room. Congratulations again, and
Thank you.
we'll fire all the questions to coach now.
MT, do you want your water?
Of course.
Coach, kind of the same thing. What does it mean for you to get to the national championship game tomorrow? And obviously, what was this game like to be a part of today?
Yeah. It'd be surreal for sure. You know, when I joined the program as an assistant in 2018, you know, we were highly competitive. I think if you were to tell me back then that in 2021 we'd be in the national championship, you know, I'd think that'd be a little far-fetched. So to be where we are now definitely feels surreal. But it's, you know, it's all about the players. They work so hard year round. You know, they're very disciplined. I'd say they have the discipline of Division I players in terms of taking care of their body, recovering, you know, doing extra workouts. It's remarkable where we are, and I think it's a direct correlation to their desire, their commitment, and their self-belief. You know, because like I said, 2018, we were kind of on the periphery, and I think that jump to a national championship, you know, took a lot of self-belief from guys like Augie, Steve, and MT, just, you know, day in, day out, instilling that self-belief to the rest of the group, saying, hey, we are good enough, we can get there. So
When you fell behind 1-0, was there any doubt on the sidelines? I mean, were the players? Could you sense any doubt from the players or yourself, or did you feel like you had enough time to get back in it and get that goal?
yeah, none. Quite frankly, in the back of my head, there's some doubt. I'd be lying if there wasn't.
Yeah.
I think you know, I did sense a little bit of doubt, but at the same time, I did sense that Washington Lee dropped off into their half a little bit. And when they scored, there was 12, 13 minutes left or so.
Yeah. Actually, I think 16 maybe. I have to go back and check. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they dropped off a little bit too early and should have tried to keep pressure on the ball high up the field. So that gave us a glimmer, like we were able to work the ball into MT, and yeah, you know, there was doubt for sure, but we've scored, I mean, countless late goals, Redlands, Colby, a couple others. So, you know, that does give you belief as well.
And anybody stick out to you today that provided you with a kind of a jolt of energy or really strong play? Anybody, you know, aside from the goal scorers, anybody else who kind of jumped out at you?
I think what we had scouted against Washington Lee was that they were very dangerous in the wide areas. They're a team that looked to switch the ball, get it out wide.
Yeah.
Either try to get behind the fullback or get it to the winger to take on the fullback 1v1. And I think one guy in particular that probably hasn't gotten any credit this season that stepped up to the plate huge for us was Bruce Doyle, number 30.
I was going to say him because he was on the outside and they were going at him all game, and he was physical and he was winning head balls too.
He is 5'9", but it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And
It's funny you said he was. That's what I was getting at, because he was like one player I noticed in that game that just really had an impact, and you wouldn't have really noticed. You know, you wouldn't see it in the box score, but he had a big impact.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks, Coach.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome.
Any other final questions for Coach? Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Coach.
Thanks, guys.